I wanted to work with him because I just recognised that it was time to make a change. I got into a habit of having a lot of takeout food, a lot of really bad food, and it was a habit of mine. So I found myself quite unhappy, feeling quite low, piling on the pounds, don't socialise as much. I would hide away in certain baggy clothes so that I feel comfortable, shy away from wearing dresses and things that I used to enjoy wearing, and generally lack body confidence in my relationship as well. I think I was holding back quite a bit, and yeah, I was just on a bit of a downward spiral. Been sort of brainwashed by Slimming World. I've done it 3 times in my life before this program. All 3 times I lost 3 stone or 4 stone. But I always piled it back on. I would have just continued escalating, and I would have been going upwards, wouldn't have faced up to reality. I would have carried on living in baggy clothes. I probably would have just ended up possibly more depressed and lower than where I was when I started. I think probably the biggest and most hardest pill to swallow was accepting that, having been brainwashed by Slimming World for all those years and now doing it through this program with Dave, learning point was that there is no such thing as free food. The free food is something that was available to me before. So yeah, that's probably the biggest difference. Is I've understood, he's helped re-educate me, because it's just come back to basics. 100%. I feel like I've got more power and control over myself and my eating as I've ever had before. It's kind of crazy because, you know, obviously through a lot of the psychological work that I've done with Dave, they make you think about your future you, and I didn't really have the capability to picture my future you before as much as I do now. But there's a lot of stuff out there on the internet and sort of bamboozles people. You can get lost in the World Wide Web. So I was a bit skeptical as to, is it just going to be one of those programs where they build your hopes up and, you know, it doesn't really work in the long run. But I found it to be the complete opposite of that. It's been really, really great. I know it's a total of £29.4 is what I've lost. I believe it was 13 weeks. Biggest change, I think, psychological, definitely. I've got much healthier. I don't even want to call it a relationship with food anymore. I think I was an emotional eater. I'm not giving it the pedestal anymore. I'm not making it the be all and, you know, the ultimate pleasure is the takeaway. I'm finding making pleasure in other foods. Definitely confidence has grown on a day-to-day basis. I went to work after a little while in the office recently and got showered with compliments from people who hadn't seen me in a little while. Definitely, it's improved my confidence, my self-esteem, coming out of my shell a bit more clothing-wise, fitting into smaller clothes. Happy days. Go for it, 100%. I would recommend it to friends and family. I've had some difficult moments and Dave's been really supportive with that. So I would possibly tell my friends and family that, you know, don't worry about it. If you feel like you're struggling, you'll get support through it. You know, it's not just a program where you're left on your own, off you go and get on with it. Yeah, 100%. I think this is one of the best investments I've possibly ever made. I have gone through programs where I've gone and religiously, you know, kept up with my membership and gone to the weekly meetings. But this is by far the best investment because it's made me realise that I can do it. Not only can I do it, But this time I've proven I can keep it off, and I'm in control, nobody else. And literally the biggest thing I've taken out of it all is power and control. I did not have that before. I'm just very thankful that I found the program when I did. Yes, definitely. I started off with a goal at the beginning of the program. I did say that I'd like to lose 1 stone, and sort of almost doubled that. So massively proud, and I couldn't have done it without Dave, because he's been just phenomenal. He's really relatable. He's professional, but he's also very sort of down to earth and just a personable guy. So I think the journey, yes, whilst I've been driving, he's definitely been a huge help.